I swear, the more that I hear about how Disney is screwing with Fox's movie slate and changing things, canceling movies, adding new movies to their slate, all of that type of stuff, the more I'm just like, oh my gosh. Fox is literally just being Disney-fied at this point. Fox might as well just be completely changed to Disney at this point. Like, or maybe change the name Fox to Mouse. That's probably the best thing that they could do at this point. I mean, the thing that would be the most accurate at this point. Like, Fox is dead. It's Mouse now. I'm just gonna start calling Fox Mouse. So we have, yes, Disney is going to be rebooting Alien. Alien is one of my is a franchise that I really enjoy. It's one of my favorite franchises for sure. I love Alien. I'm even a fan of like Alien Covenant, and Prometheus was kind of but I still enjoyed the world that Ridley Scott was building with Alien. And I'm probably in the minority in that because I know that a lot of people were not a fan of Covenant or Prometheus or anything like that. Huge fan of this franchise. Aliens 2 is one of my favorite films, or Aliens 2. Aliens is one of my favorite films of all time. I love these movies. The Alien franchise is in a mess. But that's why we need Disney to save the day, right? Disney is so good at saving the day. They're so good at creating new stories that are just memorable, that people will remember forever, that people will cling to. Iconic stories. Disney is just so good at that, aren't they? They're just so good at that. The Alien franchise is in a mess, despite being some of the best science fiction horror films of all time, and featuring an all-time iconic movie monster. The series mythology has disappeared up its own arse. The rot arguably began back in the 1992's Alien 3, with each subsequent film getting a little worse. Then came Prometheus and Alien Covenant, which threw in a load of confusing and portentous pseudo-philosophy in the creature's origin story. Audiences were nonplussed, resulting in Covenant flopping and the franchise being on ice ever since. Now, I was a big fan of Covenant and Prometheus. Not as big of a fan as Prometheus as Covenant, but I enjoyed the stuff that Ridley Scott was doing with the movies, because it gave me stuff to think about. It gave me things to ponder, to reflect on, and that's what I like. I like doing that. So that's why I enjoyed those movies. Now, Disney has purchased the Alien IP as part of their merger with Fox, or Mouse as we will begin to call it. Plans to perform an Alien Resurrection. We're hearing from our sources, the same ones who revealed that an Aladdin sequel was happening, which was confirmed this week, that they're poised to reboot several high-profile franchises that they acquired in the Fox deal, with Alien being the biggest. So they're going to be rebooting Alien, they're going to be rebooting Home Alone, and a bunch of other franchises that they now have control over because they came along with the Fox deal. So, the thing is, I wouldn't be 100% against this if it was Fox that was still going to be, rebooting them. But since it's under Disney, since it's Disney that's going to be the one rebooting this franchise, I'm not excited. I'm just like, oh, well, there goes another franchise that's just getting Disney-fied, and it's just going to be part of the ever-churning machine known as Disney now, and there's not going to be anything special with the movie. There's not going to be any risk with the movie. There's not going to be anything memorable about the movie. It's just going to be just another movie pumped out by Disney. So what could this new version of the property consist of? Well, the obvious route would be to start off with the basics and do a loose remake of the 1979's Alien, which I 100% disagree with. That would be a huge mistake. If they want to do this the correct way, they would say, okay, everything that happened with Alien and Aliens, and probably just Alien and Aliens, is still canon, but we are going to be rebooting from there. If they wanted to do this the correct way, that's how they would do this. Or maybe even have Alien 3 in there, because Alien 3, while a little shaky, it wasn't completely horrible, right? So if they wanted to do this the correct way, that is how they would do this. They'd say, okay, forget forget Alien, what is it, Alien Resurrection or whatever that movie was called, the terrible one. Forget Covenant and Prometheus and all that stuff. You know, we're just going to be having Alien, Aliens, and Alien 3, and then from there we're going to be rebooting from there. So those 3 are still canon, and that's it. That if they wanted to do this the correct way, that's how they would do this. You can't reboot and remake Alien. You can't do that with Aliens. Those movies are timeless classics that you can never improve on, that you can never do a better job at. Thing is, that film is such a classic, and its excellent production design and practical effects mean it hasn't aged poorly. Well, yeah, exactly. It's a tactic that lets Disney claim they're respecting the history of the franchise will give them a blank sheet to go forward with. Plus, they still have Ellen Ripley floating around in cryosleep somewhere in universe. Yeah, so there's stuff that they could do with that, for sure. But, like I said, it's Disney. It's Disney. We all know how Disney is like at this point, especially with franchises that they're buying, you know? I mean, we've seen that with Star Wars. Star Wars is a great example of that, of the mistreatment of a franchise for the sake of money. And this is just going to continually happen with Disney and the properties that they're buying, especially with Mouse. Like, now that they have Mouse, which is Fox, but I'm calling it Mouse. Now that they have Mouse, they're like, okay, we just spent like a crap ton of money buying this entire production studio. So everything needs to be about the money, right? It doesn't matter what we don't care about the creativity, we don't care about the characters, we don't care about the story. How can we make the most money? That is the only thing that they're going to be focused on. 100%. So, and like, I mean, look, yeah, they're a business, they have to make money, and I totally respect that. I totally get that. You know, from a business perspective, I totally understand. But at the same time, if you want to do something that is going to be long-term the most successful for you, then you have to honor the stories. You have to respect these stories. You know, yes, you are a business, but at the same time, you're supposed to be storytellers. You're supposed to be people that are giving us stories and characters that we can hold on to, that we can remember. Like you used to, you know, like 20 years ago, like you used to do, Disney. Anyway, those are just kind of my general thoughts about this whole thing. You know, in a different reality where Fox was still in charge of Alien, I might be excited about a reboot for Alien, but under Disney, just no, not even a little bit excited. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
With my heart still